Hey, welcome to Pamela's Insight. I'm going to do the hashtag Tarot Tubers from A to Z from the Hermit's Cave. So I'm just going to dive in. I'm going to try to make this short. I've recorded one and it was way too long. So, age, I'm 39. I had a birthday in February. So, yay. Book, favorite book, I would say I really loved The Alchemist. And it's one that I want to reread at various points in my life. But not sure that I have a favorite book, but I would say that's top of my list. Career, C, what you wanted to be when you were a kid and what you actually are now. When I wanted to be when I was a kid, I loved animals, but I think I got to the point where I was influenced by what my parents and my family and my friends would say. And I love to, I would argue anything. I would argue about everything. And they would say, "Oh, you need to be a lawyer." And I was like, "Yeah, I want to be a lawyer." And I don't know if I actually wanted to be a lawyer, but there for a while, that's the prominent one that I remember is that I wanted to be a lawyer. And I did not become a lawyer. I do not want to be a lawyer. And although I was really fanatic about justice and things being right. Um, and then as I got a little bit older, my teens, I ended up loving art and wanting to do that. So I did actually go into art. I studied art in college and got my master's in art, and I ended up teaching on art. What I knew that I did not want as a kid was to be a teacher. Love teachers. My whole family is teachers. I just didn't want to be a teacher. I saw what they went through. I saw the hours after school. I had to be after school all the time. So I just did not want to be a teacher. What did I end up being? A teacher. So I did not end up being a high school teacher or an elementary school teacher. I did teach college. I don't anymore. I am teaching some dance classes to kids now, here and there. And it's every week, but it's not a ton of them. It's a couple of classes a week. So, but my career that I'm working on building, I'm in transition. I'm changing over to building my own business, being an entrepreneur for intuitive healing, animal communication, and tarot reading. So that's in the works. Dream, that goes along with my dream, is to be completely free. Really, truly, freedom is my dream. Freedom, financial freedom, freedom from the stuff, the collection of stuff that I have. Freedom, and I don't mean that it's all taken away. I mean not being attached to it and not being overwhelmed by it, and making choices about what I want in my collections of things that surround me that make me feel good and uplift me. My dream is to be self-sustaining and give back to the world and to make a difference. E, essential item. I totally ripped this off from Mary Grace Froon, so I'm giving credit where credit is due, but my glasses. I am blind as a bat without my glasses. So, and they're also kind of my accessory. A lot of people love shoes or purses or, whatever. And I don't. I'm not a big fashion person, but I love my glasses. I love to change them up and wear funky ones. And if I had unlimited resources, I would have a bazillion pairs because I just love that you can have personality through your glasses. So that is my essential item. F, favorite RWS deck, I would say. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here we go. Muse Tarot. It is my favorite Rider-Waite-Smith based deck. And I wasn't sure if this meant Rider-Waite-Smith, meaning specifically with Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork. I am not a big fan of Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork. I do not like the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It's just not my jam. I respect it. I love what it did for tarot history. I am excited that people love it so much. That's awesome. But my tarot clone, if we're going based on more clone, would be the Tony Labusque tarot. This would be my Rider-Waite-Smith clone. It's so funny and just great. I love it. So that is Tony Labusk Tarot. So that would be my Rider-Waite-Smith clone deck, if we're talking about more traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. The G, gold or silver. I actually prefer silver, but I really like copper. So I'm just going to throw that out there. There's more options than gold or silver. I like copper. I make jewelry for fun as a hobby, and I will typically make things with copper, or I will make them with silver. Occasionally, I do make things with gold for friends, and I like it. It's just it doesn't look as good on me. Height, I'm 5'7". Ideal day. This one's a tough one for me, and I know that shouldn't be, but it is. So I guess my ideal day would be having a few clients, not too many, but just a few that, and then I feel good, I feel confident, I feel like I'm being of service to those clients, that they've been, but my boundaries are in place. I feel healthy, that I don't have a lot of pain that day, that I've had good food, I've shared it with friends, and I've been outside and have enjoyed nature, whether that's at the beach or the mountains or, just outside my house, wherever, if I can be outside. And a cool, crisp, sunny day with a breeze. Cool. I mean, cold, I like colder weather. Okay. J, joke. I don't really have one. Someone told me a joke last week, and I can't remember it to save my life. I just don't. I'm not a big joke person. K, kids. As far as having my own kids, I don't have any. But when I was teaching college, all of those kids were my kids. All of my dance kids are my kids. They're my kids. I love them. They're my kids. I do have a pet. That's my kid. I know people are like, that's not the same, but to me it is. I love her like she's my child. So, but I don't have any kids of my own. L, living arrangements. I live in Florida. I'm currently, due to some changes in my health and things, not just my health, but changes in life and all this transition with career stuff, I am currently living with my mom. So that's been a good thing for me, and to help her with some stuff with the house. So it's been good. So M, Marseille deck, my favorite Marseille deck. I love my bag that I made for it, but this is the Tarot de Vivel, and it is my fave. I love this devil. I just love this deck. I love the kind of inkiness, the blurriness. I love the colors. I love the mutedness of it. I love the quirkiness of it. The numbers are not numbered the same. The hangman is right side up. I mean, it's a fun, it's just weird, but I love it. I love this one. I love the cardstock. I love the size. I love the faces. I love how it connects me to feeling historical, that it's an old deck. I just love it. It's my favorite. So that is Marseille. In nicknames, so bear with me a moment. I'm just going to go off on a little tangent, a little diatribe for a second. My name is Pamela, and I go by Pamela, and I introduce myself as Pamela. And people shorten my name to Pam a lot, and without kind of my permission or expression of that's okay, because it's not. If my name is not Pam, if I wanted to be called Pam, I'd put it out there. I'd say, hey, my name is Pam, but it's not. So I just don't like it when people shorten people's names without that person saying, yeah, that's fine, or that's how I express my name. So just be mindful of that, people, because not everybody wants their name shortened. If someone says, hey, my name's Richard, don't shorten their name to Rich. Don't shorten their name to Dick, whatever it is, unless they say, yeah, you can call me whatever. So anyway, that's my diatribe. Sorry, I'll get back on track. When I was a kid, my father nicknamed me PJ because my name is Pamela Jean. And And I liked it when he was around, and you know, everybody called me PJ, and I didn't mind it. When he left and the relationship was not good, it was not a healthy relationship, and I did not like people calling me PJ after that. It took a long time to break people of that, but um, no one calls me PJ anymore, thank goodness, because I hate it. But actually, one person does occasionally, and I don't see her very often, so I haven't had to tell her, hey, that's not my name. So, and she doesn't mean any harm by it. It's a term of endearment from her from our childhood. We were really close when we were little, so you know it's fine. But don't call me PJ, please, so, or Pam. But so I don't really have nicknames. All right, that was way too long on a nickname, but I'm gonna leave it. O for Oracle. I'm not currently using a lot of oracles right now, and I do have oracles. I do enjoy them from time to time. My favorite one, I guess, would be. Well, I'm gonna say that this one's my favorite. This is one that I will never get rid of. It's Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Uh, it's I just I don't know. It's really poignant. It's really intuitive. The book is great. It's all pictures of Ganesha, and the keywords are good. The keywords are really good. So that's my oracle. P, passionate about. What am I passionate about? Um, this one's tough for me. I'm passionate about tarot. I'm passionate about um, helping people. I'm passionate about animals. I'm passionate about dance, not in a professional way, but you know, just for me, for my soul, for my expression. I'm passionate about knitting. I've been passionate enough about it to teach myself a lot of things, even though I do have a group here I can talk to a little bit, but I've taught myself most of it. Um, yeah, um, there you go. Q. I had a quote. I can't find where I put it. It's not something, quotes are not something that I really am aware of particularly or keep in my awareness. So they're in and out. I did write one down. It's from The Alchemist. I can't find it. I've looked in all my books that I knew where it was and it's not there. So I don't have one. R, relationship status. I am single. The S is season. My favorite season, I would say, it's probably fall or winter. I really like cooler, colder weather. T, tarot, first and last. So my first, there was actually two. Um, this one, which is I have the box somewhere, but it's Paulina Cassidy's Joy de Vivre. It's my this one and the other one I'm going to show you. I got it at the exact same time. So this is Joy de Vivre. This is my first. The other first was Tarot of the Animal Lords. This is a low Scarabeo deck. I have trimmed it. It's an out of print deck. And I trimmed off all those extra languages and all the titles and I wrote on them. I did this years later trying to connect to this deck because it's such a weird deck. It's such a weird deck. And I struggle with it. But it was the only animal deck I could find at the time. I have other animal decks now. But this was my first. I contemplate at times getting rid of it. But then I feel like I haven't worked with it enough to justify getting rid of it. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. But it's here. I still have it. So that's my first. My first two decks were done at the same exact time. I bought them in Asheville, North Carolina. All right, so that's that. My last deck, and I talked about this in my February review. I bought this for my birthday, and I knitted a bag for it, felt lined. This is the first knitted bag I've done. Most of the other ones are crochet. This is the happy, I keep wanting to call it the Happy Heart Tarot. It is not the Happy Heart Tarot. It is the Playful Heart Tarot. And this is by Zara from Kitten Chops. And it's super cute and sweet, but it's not fluffy. It's not blow smoke and sunshine and rainbows up my butt all the time. It tells me, it calls me out. So I haven't worked with it a whole lot, but it's a great deck, and it's definitely one that I will be working with this year. So that's the last tarot. That's T, tarot. Upset. What upsets you the most? I would say, as far as just a pet peeve that upsets me personally, is when somebody moves my stuff, when they move my crap. And I know that that's stupid and it shouldn't matter, and but it bothers me to no end for somebody to move my stuff. Even if you're moving it to put it in my room, don't move my stuff. Unless I say, hey, go put that in my room, put it on my desk, or put it, but for you just to like move my stuff, I'm not okay. I'm like, things that upset me are injustices in the world, and try not to let them affect me. But some things that really upset me, that to the point where it like viscerally affects me, is animal abuse. I just can't. I just can't. It upsets me so much. Even seeing pictures of it, it hurts my heart. It makes me really sick to my stomach. I don't understand how you can be so cruel to animals. And I try not to judge people because, but how sad, how incredibly disturbing is your life that you would abuse and hurt animals. I don't understand it. So it really, really upsets me to my core, to the point where I cannot see those images. V for vlog, which you're most proud of and which is your most popular. I would say, as far as vlog, I'm just going to say what's on this channel. Probably my most popular is the walkthrough of a yogic path. As far as vlog is which I'm most proud of, I'm working on kind of figuring out what I want this channel to be and how I want to express. I would say the one where after my cat died, my oldest cat died, and I got a gift from a friend where they had donated to a shelter in her name. And I put that information on Facebook, but I also put on grieving through a pet loss and what to do, how to cope with that, how to work with that, how to understand that, and my experiences with that, I would say, is probably my most proud, because I was operating from a place of vulnerability and sharing that experience. So, W, weakness. I have a weakness for really, really good food. I love to cook. I have a weakness for tarot. Who doesn't, right? I'm pretty good. But yeah, I still have a bigger collection that I feel I need or want, just because I'm overwhelmed by them. And that's not by numbers by any means. And it's just how it makes me feel and what I can use and really get to know. I don't know if I have I'm sure I have other weaknesses, but that's what I can remember at the moment. XX rated, tell us something naughty you've done. I don't really have anything, so we'll skip that. Y, yesteryear, your favorite year so far and why. I don't really know. I mean, I have this thing it may be just spiritual place that I'm at. I don't remember. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to accept and love things about every year that whatever it brings, good, bad, or indifferent. So, and trying to be grateful for the lessons that it brings, no matter how tough that year is or how joyous that year is. So I don't really know. I guess if I had to pick a year, it was probably, I don't know, because every year has good and bad. So, and I don't remember. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Z for Zen, what do you do to relax and stay calm? I love tea, so I will make a cup of tea. I meditate. I will go for a motorcycle ride. I'll go for a walk on the beach. Um, I will go sit outside in the sunshine. If I'm in a situation where I can't leave, or usually you can walk away, but if sometimes you can't, then I try to focus on breathing or grounding in those times. So, anyway, that was my hashtag from YouTubers from A to Z, and that was fun. Like and subscribe. Check me out. I have a website coming soon. I'm working on it. A little slower than I would like, but I'm working on it. So we'll see new things coming from me. All right, thank you, and I will see you soon.